party, love how we fet. Pour out the bounty, everything set. Celebrate good friends and more. Let me see, tout moon, fair war. Love how the twin peaks rise to the top. Bounty, treasure, right non-stop. We love the spirit and we all have fun. Love that loose and rum.
Perfectly blended, smooth, the rum of the people. Experience the 6 flavors of Bounty Rum, the spirit of St. Lucia.
In times of loss and remembrance, honor the lives of your loved ones with dignity and grace. Welcome to Obituaries on Watch Radio, where we specialize in crafting heartfelt and personalized obituaries to celebrate the legacy of those who have passed on. Our team of compassionate writers understand the importance of capturing the essence of a life well lived with attention to detail and sensitivity. We work closely with you to create a tribute that reflects the unique spirit and cherished memories of your loved ones. At Watch Radio, we offer a range of obituary services from traditional notices to custom written tributes, whether in print, online, radio, and or video. Our words serve as a lasting tribute to those who have touched our lives and have left an indelible mark on our hearts. Let us help you honor the memory of your loved one with a beautifully crafted obituary that captures the essence of their life and legacy. Contact us today. Learn more about our services and how we can assist you during this difficult time. Obituaries on Watch Radio, where memories are honored and legacies are celebrated, because every life deserves to be remembered. Call 347-392-8282. That's 347-392-8282.
Get pain relief fast with Frances Rub.
When the days get tough, rub it. Having back pains, rub it. The dog not well, rub it. COVID on you, rub it. If you have 4AD, rub it. For proper circulation, rub it. Stroke have you on a side, rub it. For all problems in life, rub it with Frances Rub. Or call 713-4162 or 489-3421. Nothing beats a good old Frances Rub. Located in the Vendors Arcade, booth 27B.
And now in VA4 on Girodi Street next to the post office.
Good evening, everybody. Oh my goodness. We had our last HushTalk show 2 Wednesdays ago, and it feels like so long since I have made contact with my HushTalk audience. So good evening, and welcome. Welcome. Today is Wine Down Wednesdays. It's Wine Down Wednesday. So if you do not have your wine, I'm going to give you a minute to go and get it, because right now we need our wine, and we're going to be talking about something that you are going to find very, very interesting. So get up, grab your wine, and we will get started. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to grab your wine and get ready. And in the meantime, we're going to count down. 30 seconds, grab your wine. Okay, I am back. So if you've already have your wine, grab your wine, pour it down into your glass, grab your snacks, hide the children if they're still awake or if they're around, because tonight is going to be our Wind Down Wednesday. Welcome, guys, to another episode of HushTalk, where we don't judge, or at least we try not to. And tonight's topic is WWYD, meaning what would you do? So tonight we have some really sumptuous topics for you. We're going to throw some scenarios at you, and we're going to ask ourselves, if I was in that situation, what would I do? So what is your job as the audience tonight? I want you, as we throw the questions at you, to start thinking about how you'd respond, type it and put it in the chat. And then we will share a response with the audience. We'll see who agrees, who disagrees. If you have a WWYD situation you would like us to touch on, you can even share that as well, because we're probably going to keep a little bit of time in the program to share your WWYDs with the audience to see how they would react to your own questions. And before we end, we're going to have a rapid fire session where we're just going to be throwing questions out at the host, the other co-host. The co-host will be throwing questions at me, and you will be responding to it, and we will be responding to it as well. So it's an evening where we're going to laugh, where we're going to have fun. But even through that laughter and that fun and the banter and the wine and the drinking, it will also be an opportunity for us to reflect on the kind of, personality that we have and the kind of personality that we wish to develop. Because sometimes even through things that are like not serious all the way, by reflecting on them, we can realize that, wait, hey, I thought about that and we were joking about it, but I wonder, it's actually an avenue or an opportunity for you to actually grow your personality. So tonight, I am awaiting both my co-hosts, and it seems like Tamara is going to make a big comeback because we have missed her for the last 3 sessions. You guys know where she was. You know where she was. She was in Carnival. And I want to throw it out there because I wish she was already on, because one of the WWYD questions, one of the scenarios are, if all the Caribbean countries came together and they decided that they were going to end all carnival all over the Caribbean. In fact, carnival all over the world is going to be cancelled forever. No more costumes, no more road march, no Juve, no Soca Monarch, no fete, nothing. It's just over. Silence forever. What would you do? So I want you to think about that, especially if you're a carnival lover, if you've been going out to carnival, think about that and ask yourself, what would you do? And when my co-host comes, I would like her to answer that, because apparently she's a, carnival lover, and that's why we missed those last few episodes. So think about that. I see I have... Oh, I thought I had a comment. Okay, all right. So if Carnival was cancelled throughout the Caribbean and throughout St. Lucia, no more Carnival, no more any of that, what would you do? What would you do? I would love to hear from my audience. I know the audience is not big yet, but it would be great if somebody could drop a comment in the chat and tell us, what would you do if you get the news that Carnival was cancelled forever? Again, as I said, no more road match, no more Soca Monarch, no more Juve, no more fete, no more Color Me Red, no more costumes, no Juve, just silence. I mean, yeah, there'll be parties and stuff, regular parties, but Carnival itself, Carnival season, and especially in St. Lucia, we have the Calypso competitions and we have this and that. If all of that was just cancelled in St. Lucia and throughout the entire Caribbean and throughout the entire world, what would you do? What would you do? Come on now, don't leave me here by myself. I'm getting lonely. My comments boxes are empty. My glass is not. I'm drinking wine. It's not real wine, but I have my glasses on. So please get your glasses on and talk to me. What would you do? Okay, well, nobody's talking. So I guess I wouldn't worry about it because I am not a big carnival lover. If I go over down to a carnival like Miami Carnival, I dance in the street, I dance to the music. But the thing is that I don't ever get dressed up in costumes. I jump up in the band. When I go to Miami Carnival, I jump up in the carnival band. I have my t-shirts, I have my shorts, I have my water bottle or my rum bottle. And, I take colorful paint and I spray it everywhere. But the thing is, because of the parties I participate in during Carnival, those are parties that could happen at any time during the year. So if Carnival was cancelled, as long as I was still able to go out to little house parties, little barbecues, go to little lounges, I would still be fine. So that would definitely not affect me. So I am going to move on to this real brass tacks, the second scenario of the night. And I almost don't want to talk about my scenarios now because my audience is not too big yet. I don't want to put the scenarios out there and then only to find out that there's nobody out there to really hear it and respond to it. So I am going to play things around a bit and I am going to put out a scenario that is not on the schedule because I really want to know what you would do if you end up in a situation like this. All right. So, what would you do if you could permanently swap lives with the richest person in the world or any of the world's richest people? What would you do? And who would you choose to swap that life with? What would you do? Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a commercial break very early because, again, I don't have my audience there right now. I'm not hearing from them. So let me take a commercial break while I allow people time to come on. All right. So we will be right back with the questions about what you would do when certain scenarios present themselves. Okay? I'll be right back with you.
Love how we party, love how we fet. Pour out the bounty, everything set. Celebrate good friends and more. Let me see, tout moon, farewell. Love how the twin peaks rise to the top. Bounty, treasure, right non-stop. We love with spirit and we all have fun. Love that loose and rum.
Perfectly blended. Smooth. The rum of the people. Experience the 6 flavors of Bounty Rum, the spirit of St. Lucia.
In times of loss and remembrance, honor the lives of your loved ones with dignity and grace. Welcome to Obituaries on Watch Radio, where we specialize in crafting heartfelt and personalized obituaries to celebrate the legacy of those who have passed on. Our team of compassionate writers understand the importance of capturing the essence of a life well lived with attention to detail and sensitivity. We work closely with you to create a tribute that reflects the unique spirit and cherished the memories of your loved ones. At Watch Radio, we offer a range of obituary services from traditional notices to custom written tributes, whether in print, online, radio, and or video. Our words serve as a lasting tribute to those who have touched our lives and have left an indelible mark on our hearts. Let us help you honor the memory of your loved one with a beautifully crafted obituary that captures the essence of their life and legacy. Contact us today. Learn more about our services and how we can assist you during this difficult time. Obituaries on Watch Radio, where memories are honored and legacies are celebrated, because every life deserves to be remembered. Call 347-392-8282. That's 347-392-8282.
perfectly blended, smooth, the rum of the people. Experience the 6 flavors of bouncy rum, the spirit of St. Lucia.
Yay, that's more like it. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome, Joella. Welcome, Leona. Welcome, all the other people who are in the house, but I can see if your name is not in the comments. I don't know you're here. So if you want to shout out from me, drop a comment in the chat. Let me know you're present. Excuse me, so we could have conversations that you can participate in. So thank you guys for coming on. Again, I apologize that my other co-hosts are not there yet. Apparently, they're both stuck in traffic. But our topic tonight is for Wine Down Wednesdays. I have my wine. Let me just do make a confession. This is not wine. This is club soda. I am off wine for a little while. So because I can't put alcohol in my glass, I still have something to sip on. So even if you're not drinking anything alcoholic, get some soda, get some juice, get some club soda, get something, put it in your wine glass because we're gonna clink glasses tonight. So it's Wine Down Wednesday, and our topic for today is what would you do? So I have the first scenario here that I would like to share with you. And I want you to really put your response in the chat so we would see if you're caught in that scenario, what you would do. So the first scenario is, well, I spoke about Carnival being canceled. And I'm not going to go back to that because I'm not really a Carnival person. But the second scenario is the lottery ticket. Let us say your spouse buys a lottery ticket. Then he asks you to check it. When you check it, you discover it's worth like $285 million. Now, before you can say anything, they tell you, I don't even want to know if I didn't win. If I didn't win, just throw it in the trash. And then your spouse walks away. So now legally, you know they've never looked at a ticket. They don't know what the numbers are. They've never seen it. Only you know. What would you do with that lotto ticket? Will you immediately call him and say, oh my God, honey, you won, or babe, you won millions? Would you wait until you say anything? Would you just decide, I'm not, let him think he loses and I'm just going to claim it myself? When I'm going to say I'm going to buy a lotto ticket, I'm going to claim it myself. Are you going to hide it for a surprise? Are you going to let temptation get a better part of you? So what would you do if you found yourself in that situation? Oh, Joella said she's not hearing me. Good night, Kamala Bryce. Welcome. Is there anybody else who can't hear me? Because I just saw Joella said she can't hear me. Well, I guess I can be heard because Leona Bryce answered, and Leona Bryce said, I will let him think I lose it and claim it for myself. Wow, Leona Bryce. Anyway, I am not judging you because remember here we said no judgment. What would you do? You definitely just hold it because he hasn't seen the numbers. So I don't blame you. He hasn't seen the numbers. And I'm saying he because you're a woman. Okay? He hasn't seen the numbers. He doesn't know he won. He didn't even know what numbers he has. So you'll just say, hey, babe, you didn't win. I throw it in the garbage. And then maybe next day or next week, you buy a ticket. And then you say you won. But you know what? A question came up to my head as you said that. If I gave my spouse to look at a lotto ticket for me and then my spouse says you didn't win. And then just next week, a week later, he comes and he says, I won, I bought a ticket and I win how many million? I'm going to question, did he really win? Or did he steal my money? That's what I would start thinking right away. And you know what I would do? I would go, well, I just because it's me, because my wheels start rolling in my head, I'm going to start thinking, let me check these lotto numbers you have there and see winnings for what day that is. So when I look at these numbers and I look at all the lotto winnings for that week, you say you bought it, and it's not that week, And I saw that winnings was for a lotto ticket I bought the same day I tell you to check it. Then I would know it's my money. Because that's just me. My mind works overtime. My mind works overtime a lot. Good evening, V. Good evening, V. Good evening, V. Good evening, Adela. How you guys doing? Okay, Joella, thank you. She's hearing me now. So I love that you guys are all here. Thank you so much for showing up. But I've heard from Leona. I would love to hear from somebody else. If your spouse bought a lotto ticket, he didn't watch the numbers, or he or she did not watch the numbers, they don't know what's on the ticket, and they just said, hey babe, check this for me. If it doesn't win, throw it out. I don't want to look at it. You tell me if I win. And when you look at it, you realize he won 285 million. What would you do? Would you tell him? Would you wait to surprise him? What would you do? Or would you just not say anything and then sometime later just say, I bought a ticket and I won the lotto? What would you do? Leona says, no. I will buy my ticket just like him on the day and exchange mine for his. Joella said, you're too much, Leona. Joella said, you're too much. Adela says, my conscience would not allow me to do that, but I would hold on to it. I don't know. I think I'll be so excited. Guys, 285 million. Even if this, well, in my case, I'm saying he because I'm a woman. Even if my spouse was stingy enough to be like, what? If I have 5 million, I have 285, I'm good. So I don't see myself really hiding it though. Adela says, my conscience would not allow me to do that, but I would hold on to it. Matilda says, honesty is the best policy. Okay, I heard that. And Gail said, I would tell him he won. Okay, so thank you so much for the responses. I am so glad that I'm not the only one in the house. My co-host has joined me. She's here. Vils, I just put the first question to them, asking them about if their spouse had given them the ticket.
Mm-hmm.
I don't say anything. He said, I haven't seen the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I won or not, but I want you to check it. And if I don't win, throw it out. But if I win, then you will tell me. And then when you look at it, you see it's 285 million. Will you tell him? Will you wait? Will you hold on to it? Will you lie and say, you know what, honey, you didn't win? And then later just come and say, wait, I win. What would you do? I like Leona's explanation. Leona said something about she would tell him she bought a ticket too, and it's her ticket that won. I can see a fight brewing there though. Joella says, I would, yes. Joella says, I would leave him immediately. I have my reasons. I have my reasons. And Leona said, I know some of us would hold it. You guys better be honest. I agree with you, Leona. Okay, I'm going to be very honest. I would not hold it. Because I'm with Babe, and I mean, Babe stuff, the way our relationship, I will tell him. But any other person, you didn't win. I honestly don't know what I would do. He said, everybody, what would you do, Vils? What would you do?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I think if I lied, my conscience somewhere along the line would mess with me.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I'll do it. I would tell him it's mine and give him some out of it.
What if it was a little bit of money, like say maybe not 285 million, maybe like 5,000? Would it be easier to lie and say
5,000? Yeah, you can have that. That's fine. But millions?
Yeah, and I think so many millions. You could give me a small percentage. You give me 1 million, I'll be good because I get 1 million work for me.
Oh, the other thing I would do is ask you and record you. If you were to win that money, what if you win? What would you do? What would you give me? And record him.
Vils, I was watching a joke on TikTok, and a girl asked her husband, no, the man asked the girl, honey, what would you do if I won the lotto? He said, no. No, what do you want me to do if I won the lotto? And she said, I want you to give me half and then leave me. Or something like that. And he said, okay, well, I just won $12. Here's your $6 and get out. Something to that effect. I don't remember, but something to that effect. Yeah. I think we have more comments here from our audience. Leona said, no, not here. Adela said, we're going to redeem this together and I want my share. Kervin says, okay, I don't know why I like to pretend like I can see things. Kervin says, I would give the person their ticket because in the long run, your life would not be good. So Kervin is scared of that karma that might come back behind.
Yes.
I understand, Kervin. Leona is laughing. Joella says,
it's mine.
It's mine. He's not getting a penny. Leona said, so many things we lie about in our conscience. Good. I will tell him it's mine. It's not like we're not giving him. I'm just saying it's. It's not like we're not giving him. I'm just saying it's mine. So, okay. Joanna said, these men will not even tell you they won. We have too many dishonest men. All right. Well, all I know is that if I win a lotto ticket, I'm holding my ticket and I'm clearing my own ticket. Why would I give somebody to tell him and walk away? So I think if you hold the ticket, that was too irresponsible on the ticket purchaser's part. So if you're that irresponsible and you lost your money, then that's on you.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was a really hilarious scenario. I think I want to go back to scenario 3. And I really, really love scenario 3. And I want you guys I think Leona said something, Kervin said something, and Joella said something. All of you guys said something about honesty. So I want you guys to think about that word honesty and be honest, because I really want to hear what you would do in that situation. So, scenario 3 says you accidentally receive a screenshot, or I'm going to say an entire script. You know how all of us are now in WhatsApp chat, and then you get an entire script of a group conversation, and that script is showing that it's from your family chat, but you're watching and you're seeing that's not the regular family chat. That is a different family chat without you. Now, it could be a family chat or it could be a work chat. So it could be either scenario. Your family has a group chat and now they form another group chat without you, or your work has a group chat and now they found another one with everybody else except you. And the name of that group chat is not whoever. So if it's me, the name of that group chat is not Yolanda. Or if it's Vilna, the name of the new chat means not Vilna. And inside, when you read that script that was accidentally sent to you against anybody's knowledge, you realize they've been discussing you for 3 years. They're rating your cooking. They complain about your voice notes. They complain about how you work. They complain about your personality. They're sharing memes about you. Nobody knows you saw it. It's just that you received it. What would you do? You just realize, oh, so my family make a whole group chat. I'm not in it. And all they do all day is let's bump on Yolanda. So in the regular family chat, they say nothing but about me. But then they go back in the other group chat and everybody's laughing and making fun of me. And I'm the only one who doesn't know. And I get that whole group chat by accident. And it could be your family or it could be your job. What do you do? Oh, I see Jerry Peter says, I will definitely let my wife know she won. Oh, yes, babe, we're going to spend that money. I'm going to be your sugar mama. I'm talking about. I'll let my husband know I win the money.
I want you to read Leona's comment.
What Leona said? Oh, shucks. Leona said, Jerry, we all know that. That's a given. Well, I'm glad you know that. You better not steal my husband lotto ticket. All right.
So, the question you just put there.
Yeah.
If I found out that happened, they would get a piece of my mind. And I would leave the original group that I'm in. We're not hearing you.
No, I wasn't talking.
Okay.
I was saying.
Okay. I would give them, they would get a piece of my mind. I don't want to know why I wasn't in it, because the mere fact that y'all were talking about me behind my back, they would get a piece of my mind and I would leave the other group chat.
How would you do it? How would you do it? Would you go in calm? Would you
Oh
go
yes,
in mad?
nice
Would
and
you go
calm.
in broken? Would you listen to an
Mm.
explanation?
I would maybe see if there was I would, if it was an ongoing conversation, I would just wait and see if more would come through. And
Yeah,
depends
it's
on what they
ongoing.
were
It's
talking
ongoing. You
about.
just
Yes, so
real it's
I would
ongoing.
wait to see. Say, for example, they were speaking about my cooking, and they came to my home, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's so nice." And then they're saying, "Girl, you didn't see that food film not cook point. That didn't have salt. That didn't have." I would take them on one of the things they were talking about. I would say, really, how's the I would ask a nice question like, how was the food last Sunday? Because first and foremost, if I respond in that group, they'll be shocked because I'm not supposed to be a part of that group.
You're
But
not
I
in the
would
group,
not,
you just go
yes,
there.
so I would not respond in the group. On our
Hmm.
original group, I would go and bring up a conversation about whatever they were talking about, whether it be food, and then when they answer, oh, I would repeat some of the things they said, let them know I know, and then I would let them have it.
Well, I don't know. I'm going to say how I would respond, and then we're going to go to the audience and see how they're going to respond. Because I know me, I would normally react in two ways. I'd be very reactive. I'd be very removed. What's the word I'm looking for? I would like, I think most likely I would not say anything. I would read the entire thing. Maybe I'd even take notes and be like,
Oh
okay.
yes, I would read all.
And then I would say nothing to any of the people in the real family chat
Yeah, the
or in the
real
work
one.
chat. But I would not respond in the family chat. I would not call anybody. I would not take anybody call. Then you would start hearing people saying, "Oh, Yolanda don't talk in the chat anymore. You're not hearing Yolanda. You know what happened to Yolanda?" There might be a family gathering. I don't know what family gathering is because I wouldn't have not in the chat. I don't know. Okay? And then I might meet them and they say, "Yolanda, but why you're not even answering that now?" I said, "Oh, which Yolanda you want to answer? The Yolanda me? Or the one in the not Yolanda chat? The one who did this or the one who did that?" And then I'm starting to quote. I'll be like, "Listen, this Yolanda, neither the one in the not Yolanda chat doesn't have time anymore. You see how bad she was? I think you guys should go on with your life without her." And I would not quarrel and I wouldn't say anything. I'd walk away and I would leave them to deal with the
Fester in their own guilt. Yes.
Let me leave the job.
Mhm.
I'd come to work and I'll not talk to anybody.
But in the job, I wouldn't give them a piece of my mind. I'll deal with it differently. But my family, they would get it.
Okay. Let's see what hold on. That's definitely a scenario to drink to. Let us see what the audience has to say and on which one I'm going to do my cheers, because I'm sure I'm going to agree with something. So I think the first person is Joella. She says, "Feed them with a long spoon. My reaction would let them know I am aware of something." Cheers. I like that one. I would definitely do part of that. Hey.
Yes.
Leona says, "I send in everyone a message and I will expose them to the world." I would send a screenshot in the family chat or job and I would disown them and remove myself from that family. Cheers.
Yeah, yes.
I don't know if I would send the message yet, as I said, and I don't even know how to expose it. You know why? Because then you'd be hurt. And then you'd probably say, "You know what, let me expose them." But how would you expose it? You can't expose it in the chat. You're going to have to be on social media, on Facebook or somewhere. And then people will probably be sympathetic with you and they'll say, "Oh, wow, look at your family, blah, 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 blah." But it will also show I am broken and I'm looking for sympathy.
Yeah.
I don't know out there. I don't know. You would have to explain to the people of the world why it is that I'm no longer part of that family
That group, yeah.
or that community. But I agree with you, Leona, on that part. I would disown them and remove myself from that family.
Definitely.
Yes, not even my family.
Yeah, because family don't do that to family.
Yeah, and it's one thing if you have a little chat. To be honest with you, okay, disclaimer.
Everybody does a little gossip,
that.
please. Everybody does it. Yes.
You know, where you say, you do other person, you still let. But in 3 years, I'm talking about all these things about me, not wanting to say, oh, you know what, that's not good. Let's confront you, Landa.
And the thing is, not one person in there standing up for you.
Yeah, all of them. I'm like, obviously, I'm not part of this community. I'm taking myself out.
Exactly.
Joella continues, I would feed them with a long spoon. My reaction alone let them know I am aware of something, and I keep my distance from each and every one of them. Adela said, I would just send it in the main group. What would you say in the main group, Adela? All the things you had to say? Leona says, I would sit back and watch Karma get their back. And she also says, I would definitely let them have it and it will not be pretty. You know, I am really appreciative. Good night, Rhonda. Good night, Rhonda. I love all of the comments. I love all of the engagement. I love all of the participation. I would love to hear some new voices tonight. It would be so nice to have some new voices tell us, what would you do? I mean, that one really is a really hard one for you to sit there and see your family or your co-workers who you cherish so much have a whole group chat and talking about you. But you know what I think, Vils? Why is T talking in the comment and saying good night, co-host, and she's not in acting? You know, I'll come up with a question just now so I could shade T. Anyway, Vils, when I was thinking about that one, there is a scenario where what would you do if you're in a situation where your friend was saying something bad about you to another friend through a voice note, but instead of saying it to the other friend, they said it to you?
Oh, yes.
Like, you see, like right now, I will be back talking to Mara, and I'll say, you know what? And tomorrow gets on my freaking nerve. And I'm venting to you, but because I'm thinking about Tamara,
you sent it to
I click on Tamara's name and I said it to Tamara, and Tamara sits there and she has everything.
I have done that, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. And Edith and I do that all the time when we're talking, and then she'll say, girl, I had to look to make sure it's you I'm sending that to. So honestly, if it happened to me or if somebody did it to me.
No, if it happened to you, if you were saying something about somebody
and I sent it to the wrong person,
and the person you were saying the bad thing about it went to that person, and the worst thing, you couldn't take it back. They had already seen it or heard it. What would you do?
I'll just own up and say, well, that it is what it is. I wasn't sure if you could take it. So I was just discussing it with somebody I trust. So then I would know.
You don't trust
how. No, it's not that I trust you. Somebody I trust that will give me positive, like would be objective. I wanted to speak to somebody that's objective. And then after speaking to that person, letting them know how I feel, then I would come to you with it after, because that person is my go-to person, my confidant, my counselor. So I was talking to my counselor just to get some feedback before I came to you. And then if you tell me, look at me and call me VCS, then I'll just say, whatever, I got caught. And I finish with that. I'm fighting it. I would try to protect myself, but it is what it is. I got caught.
So I am actually sending a link to Miss Henry because she said she's locked
out of the studio.
So I'm just sending her a link, an invite link, so she doesn't have to worry about she can just get me through that link because I need her mouth in there. But I'm coming back at you. What you were telling the person is not sharing your feelings about what the other person did. You were done right.
I was malpalaying them.
Malpalaying. Say, you know what? That girl is so vicious. The girl did this. And you say a lot of things about the person. I mean,
well, then
it was bad. It was not about, I want your advice. It was just like you really upset at this person.
If it's that bad, I'll put my tail between my legs and just say, oh, well, I got caught.
Yeah.
I got caught.
Yeah, I think I'll just leave it alone because I don't think the person would believe that, if I say I was venting, I was mad, right. Yeah, but you know what when you're drunk, the real
what happened to me one time, I sent a message to somebody, asked me a question, and I responded. And they were forwarding it to somebody else to let them know what I said. And instead of forwarding it to the person, they forwarded it to me. So then when I responded, the person said to me, oh, my phone just doing madness there. My phone just resending messages people sent to me. And I was like, yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
But it wasn't, I know the person was sharing it with a friend to say, you see what she said? Like they were not in agreement with my response.
And
I
that happens a lot. You
yes.
you're listening to somebody, and as soon as you send it, they forward it to somebody else.
Yes, but they forward
it
you.
back to you. And then they say, hey, do I send that too? I'm like,
yes.
Well,
I'm like,
I guess you're already spreading
yes, you're already spreading it.
I've got quite a few people, and I mean, I have forwarded things people give me to other people, and it just is what it is, you know.
Yes.
So, what can you do?
Yep.
We're not perfect beings. Things that is gonna happen. Perfect, yes. I'm not going to take a commercial break because while you guys were not there, the audience was low, and I was mostly talking to myself.
Okay.
With me, so I kind of took a commercial break really early in between. So I'm just going to keep on. I'm not going to take another break right now. So we have another scenario. And then the sad thing, the beautiful thing is that we have a lot of scenarios. I don't know if we have a lot of time for it. So some of them I'm going to skip. Your best friend's secret, they confess they're dating your ex. That one is a bit, I think I can skip that. No?
Okay.
Unless somebody has a burning desire to tell me what they will do if you find out your best friend has been dating your ex and everybody you know except you. I don't care. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't care about that one. So I'm going to go to one that
scenario 5.
Scenario 5 was about the child switch.
No, your partner hogs his unlocked phone.
Oh, okay. Oh, on mine, I have it as scenario 6. I don't know why. So your partner, you ask them, can I use your phone because I'm having a real emergency? You really have an emergency. Your phone is dead or you don't have it. And you're asking your partner, can I use your phone? And the man he's seen, you need to use the phone, but he refuses because he knows that, I'm saying he guys because I'm a woman, but your spouse or partner knows that there are things in the phone that if he gives it to you, you will see it. And the person said, if I give you my phone, you'll go for it. So no. What would you do?
Well, I would ask you, why do you think I would go through your phone, or what it is on your phone you don't want me to see? That would be the first question I would ask you. If you're actually telling me, if I give you my phone, what is it on the phone you don't want me to see? And if you tell me nothing.
Say you have a real emergency, your child is choking and you have to call somebody quickly, and it's like, you can't get my phone. I don't think I'm going to look for another phone, but
tomorrow is there. No, I would look for another phone, but you'd get it afterwards. Huh? The same phone you don't want to give me? Oh yeah, I'd mash it up. Sorry, but
so shortly after he says, you can have my phone, he collapses while the phone was in his hand, he was on it and it's unlocked. What would you do? Would you go through it?
Oh yes, I would. I want to see what you do.
Would you say, you know what? It's not it's privacy issues. I'm not going through his phone. That's up to him.
No. I would not normally go through your phone, but the mere fact you hog the phone and tell me you don't want me to see what's on the phone, I think it would pique my curiosity.
You know what? Look, she's waving me. I kind of like leaving her in the backstage. Oh my guys, where is your long lost co-host? Where is your long lost co-host? I even forget her name. Can you reintroduce yourself to us?
Did you really lock me out of the studio? I have no access to studio.
The thing is that now to get into the studio is facial recognition, and the studio don't remember your face.
Wow.
So you couldn't give me access. You know, I was making a quip earlier. I wanted to start my show with telling people that the last 3 weeks, all you have been doing is bacchanalian and carnivaling. So you have been missing the episodes. That now carnival is over, you are going to start our show for us because we're going to ask you what happens if the entire world decided carnival is no more. No more costumes, no more Juves, no more Calypso, no more Queen Show, no more Wet Fets, no more Color Me Red, no more this. It's just completely over. Silence, nothing. What would you do? And look at you. You are not even recovered from carnival.
This is not carnival. This is work. This is work. This is work. This is work.
No, this is
Wow.
carnival because you're darker. You got burnt in the sun.
Exactly. Look at her.
You got burnt
Well
in the
done.
sun.
Carnival.
Yes.
Wow.
All right, well, guys, welcome your host, and I think we have a lot of comments from the chat about what people would do. So let's start with Leona was the one we stopped on. She said,
Yes.
well, if it's someone that made about an issue and the text was about the issue, then I will not feel bad. Oh, she was referring to the last thing.
The last one, yeah.
And Joella said, my child father will never let me use his phone, period. Wow.
She said he would make the call.
He would make the call for me. And it's fine. You can make the call for me, but why you? What is in the phone? That I understand people can have privacy of their phone, but
yes, they can.
What's going on that you're holding on to your phone like for dear life? It makes no sense. Leona says, "Well, I can't get mad because maybe I'll do the same." I'll drink to that. I have to drink.
You're not even drinking wine. I don't even have wine.
Wow.
It's wine on Wednesday.
Yeah, it's wine on Wednesdays. You should have wine. Babe, my glass is empty. Well, I can't get mad because maybe I'll do the same thing. So I'll put my tail between my legs. But if it is a situation and my child is in danger and he refuses, I live in his ass. I will honestly go through it if he collapses. Okay. Joella said, I will not go through it because I have already known what is Adela says, welcome, co-host. Oh, Adela, somebody misses Tamara. That makes two of us.
Liar.
Somebody says, you can't just forget the fifth scenario to ask your late co-host about. I love when the audience just gonna put us straight.
Yes.
Let me hide that comment. Oh, we have Anne in the house. Welcome, Anne. Welcome, Anne. We have Anne in the house. Oh my goodness. Let's put Tamara on the spot. I'm going to throw a scenario at her.
Okay.
Tamara, we're still on the phone. You were at a huge family event. I know you do have a big family on your mother's side, but especially you are in your husband's family and all your family, co-workers, friends, you had a huge event. And somehow you were on your phone. You don't know what happened. There was a large screen TV playing, like maybe, nowadays people just play music on the screen. There's this DJ on YouTube. And then all of a sudden, the music has stopped and your phone is what's projecting on the screen, and the gallery is playing from one picture or video to the next, and you can't even find your phone. You don't even know where it is, and nobody can stop. What would you do? And I want you to start thinking about what is in your phone at this present moment, like what's in your gallery.
I would pretend I fainted. If I was standing there, Elsa, I am telling you, I would have just collapsed.
Why?
What's on your phone that they cannot see?
Like, I want to know what's on your phone this tomorrow. I mean, I know carnival was all beads and feathers. It's not a carnival costume hiding. What is in your gallery that is so inappropriate that would cause you to faint? I'm starting to have a new view of you, I'm starting to realize the view.
I don't know. I would pull that TV plug, but Leona, I would have to walk to find the TV. I would just collapse. I'm telling you.
But why?
How you mean why?
I am at a point in my life where the only thing I have on my phone are like decent pictures, food, me going out, outfits, nature, me working out, me making videos of my food. I can give a 4-year-old child my phone and they could go through it now. Like I am so good these days. Maybe like 5 years ago. 5 years ago,
I like the way you said
my
that.
phone would not even be able to receive Holy Communion and get cleansed. It was bad. But now my phone is good. So I'm gonna have to worry. I'll just sit
No,
down.
I'm with you. My phone is downright boring.
I
You
would
put on my
faint. I
phone and
would
all you
just
see is
faint.
face.
So is there? Oh, I was about to ask if there's anybody in the audience who would faint with Tamara. It looked like there are. Leona says, "I still love you, course. Sell out." Adela says, "I will not go through phone because I may not be ready for what is on there." Oh, you chickening out, Adela. Leona says, "Turn the TV off." You can't turn the TV off. It's not even a TV. It's a projection somewhere.
Oh,
And
she
you don't
could
know
pull
what
that plug.
you don't know what a TV is.
Just pretend you trip on the plug.
Pull the TV plug. And says, "I would just hope that my titty pics are not on." I would just say, "Oh my goodness, guys, we're watching this video of." I make up a story to say this is a phone we got. Like, this is not my phone. I don't know whose phone it is.
On your face.
If I had something to hide.
But your face is there. You'd blame it on AI, right?
Or
No,
AI,
people
AI,
take pictures of
AI.
me and they put in that
AI,
thing.
AI.
Where this thing come from? I don't know. Those are my face and me. Those of anything else are not me. Adela said, "I would be just fine in that scenario." Adela, you and me both. And says, "I agree with Tamara. I would faint." And you know what? I'm coming to Canada. I need to see what's on your phone.
Likewise.
I want to see what's on your phone. I want to know what is going to make you faint. I want to see what's on that phone. Tamara already know she's naughty. I already know. Leona says, "Adela, well, you know my heart can deal with anything, so I can fathom whatever I would see. I might feel a bit sad, but for a moment, and then the weekend come for us to go dancing, and I'll be very happy again." So no matter what she sees, by the time the weekend comes and she's dancing. Gail says, "I would throw my phone in the water." Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Your phone is so bad you throw it in the water so they wouldn't see what's on it.
Wow.
And says, "Nah, not when the next pic is my face." Oh boy. This is very funny. This is very funny. We have time for a few more scenarios. Well, I don't know if it's a few more. It's already almost time for us to. So I had one about what would you do if you went to your doctor and they told you only have 1 month to live?
Hey.
Would you tell your family? Would you stay silent? Would you
I
make
faint
plans?
again. I faint.
But I think I don't know. We could decide which do we want to dwell on. There was another one that says, "What would you do if you could become invisible for just 1 day? What is the first thing you would do?" I think I kind of like that one because if you're invisible, you can go anywhere and do anything, and nobody can see.
Oh, they have a few places I want to go.
Me, I think my first stop will be a bank. I'm making myself rich, and then I have to be somewhere where I can just take $1 billion and then live my life free and come back. I'm invisible.
In the vault.
I would ask him if sex would kill me first.
The doctor. She would ask the doctor that. Anne is naughty. Anne.
Oh my God. And you're dying, and that's what you're thinking of.
Anne reminds me of somebody.
Tamara.
Yes.
Tamara.
Yes.
There's somebody worse than one of your friends, right?
I know. Let me tell you. I know.
Very nice.
And
And you're dying.
Gail said she'll be drinking pitons non-stop.
Oh, well, that I know about. Gail will be drinking the piton. Do you know what Leona will say? I'll tell you what Leona will say.
Tell me.
1 month to live, she will take a book and she'll make a whole list of this night, weather dances, tomorrow night, weather dances.
Tomorrow night, yeah.
Every night, she will a new place to go. Let me dance.
But I don't really want to go, but as I die, I will have to go. I don't want to go, but as I die, I'll have to go.
Oh, boy. Joella said she would call all her daughters and tell them what the doctor said. Now, that's not a question. If you're dying, you're dying. Do you prepare your children and let them worry and feel sad for the whole month? Or do you not tell them and then just let them really spend time with them and let them have you, and then it's just a surprise to them? I don't know what is worse, if they know you're dying or if you just die suddenly and they don't know. I honestly, I wouldn't know what to do in that scenario.
The reason that not knowing is worse because You see my brother that just died there, what the number that did on me? I'm not putting nobody through that.
But if he told you he was dying and he said, Vilna, I only have 2 weeks left. Now you know you can take those 2 weeks and say, I'm calling 2 weeks from my job. Let me go spend it with my brother. Let's talk.
Exactly.
I don't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to
Because,
do.
I mean, he was just diagnosed and within a few days he was gone. And no, I'm not doing that to my
Oh
children.
shoot. Leona said, Leona, I'm with you. Listen, that deserves a drink. Leona
What Leona
says,
said?
I spending all my money. I'm with you on this one. I'm going to die. And I need money in the bucket of every spend. I'm going to everywhere I can go. I'm spending my money before I die. Earlier. I'm spending my money. I am definitely spending my money. Oh boy. Let's see. Leona says, honestly, I can't answer that one. That's a tough one. I have no idea what I will do. Me too. I don't think I know what I will do though. I know my kids will be fine. They'll be able to take care of themselves. They will cry for a while, but life continues.
Life continues.
That's a very strong approach, Joella. I don't know what I would do. Adela says, not that I would. So many crazy things for the last month of life, walking around telling people what I have been thinking about them. Really? really, Adela? So you just want to tell everybody off because you figure you're going to die soon. You want to, as a matter of fact, say good things to people, nice things, because you know you're going to die. Anne says that's a hard one. And Joella said, well, I already using my money, so I love clothes and shoes. I'm with you, Joella. Adela says, will tell my kids about dying, but not the time frame.
Yeah.
Maybe I will do that. I'll be like, guys, I don't have much time. I don't know when, but and they'll say, let's do that. I don't know. It would be hard.
I would tell them, prepare them. No matter what, it's hard, but it's like the shock. It's not easy.
We have some rapid fire. What would you do? What would you do if you walk in and you find your spouse cheating in your home? That one is such a typical one.
Yeah, but
I'm
you
drinking my glass of wine. I'm crossing my legs.
Because a lot of us will say, I would do this, I would do that. But when it happens, you'd be in shock. I honestly don't know what I would do.
I fight with the woman first because I have time to beat up the man.
To me, I'm not even touching the woman. It's the man I didn't. If the man didn't give us something, she ain't coming. Well, if it's in my house, I burst in the woman's tail.
Let me tell you something. I've had an experience, and I turn around and I walked right away.
Yeah, but if it's not in my house, I don't have nothing to do with the woman.
Adela says she would run away.
Adela says the thing is, after that month, you don't die. That's a wicked thing, though. I already told my children, and then a month passed, and it's like, and a week passed. Like, what's going on? It becomes invisible. I become a billionaire and ensure all my brothers and sisters are rich for life. Oh, I'm drinking to that, sis. I will try to perfect the formula for becoming invisible. I join in them, especially if it's meal. Oh, yes, that's a nice thing. Oh, you cheating? Oh, wait for me, honey. Taking my clothes, I'm jumping in bed too. Ball will. Oh, my goodness. Yo, we're going to drink to those answers. I come, I catch you cheating. I taking my clothes off and I'm joining. And when I'm finished, I'm taking the girl away and you sitting down and you're watching the two of us. I'm seducing her right underneath your belly. Babe, not us, huh? Not us. Adela said she would run away. Joella says he already knows not to let me find him. Listen, I have not met Joella, but I'm afraid of Joella like a minute, you know. I'm scared of Joella like a minute. That girl sounds like she's a bunton. Leona said, my dream is to do.
That's something.
Dream on. Especially if you might be dying soon, you never know. And then Anne says, if I become invisible, I'll put my ex naked in the middle of the road. Is he gonna be embarrassed? Because sometimes putting them naked might backfire. If he's well endowed, somebody might be like, ooh, and pick him up. So only put him naked if he has to be ashamed of his nakedness. Oh Lord. And this is funny. I think we're going to steal a few minutes from thing. I just want to draw a few more scenarios because you guys are really cracking me up today. Somebody's there's a if your spouse wins a free trip and he can only bring one other person, and instead of choosing you, they choose their best friend, what would you do?
But I'm not a best
That's not a
friend.
question. Exactly. That's
Because if you chose your best friend over me,
No, but some man might say, I want my man to go out and let's go on a man. She doesn't want to drink rum. I don't want their woman. Or some woman might say, no, I wanted to go on a girl thing. I'm taking my girl and not taking their boyfriend.
well,
It
okay,
happens.
if it's a male best friend, it's different if it's a female best
A
friend.
man do have no female best friend and a female do have no male best friend.
You're wrong.
Oh, that's it. I'm telling you. A man can tell me, oh, my best friend. And he's a woman. I am your best friend as a woman. And if I'm a woman, you're my best friend. I have no man best friend. You know, that's a topic we have to talk about one day. Can you really have a best friend of the opposite sex? I don't know. I don't know. Joella says, I'm very nice. I'm sure you're very nice, Joella.
She says,
said,
but read the rest and she's changed.
She's changed. Okay. I understand. I'm a nice person, but sometimes I'm like a storm.
Tomorrow disappeared.
Anne says, I will tie him to a pole. Leona says, oh Lord, it was definitely a wind down night. She truly enjoyed it. Joella says, when he's back, make sure he goes with her. Anne says, lies. I do have a male best friend. I'm sure he wants you and ask or testing. You'll see.
Yes.
Will I be okay with that? Because sometimes I don't want to go with my man and I may just want to have some fun with my best friend. Any trip I win, I'm going with my man. I will make time to do a good. And by the way, we need a sister's trip very soon. Okay? I will make time to do my sister's trip. I will make time for a girl trip. But if I win a trip, I want to go with my spouse. Unless if his daughter, if he can't, because he said, babe, I can't go, then I will, And Adela says, when the man go with his friend, she'll be hanging with her girlfriend. She'll be hanging with her girlfriend. Guys, let's just take one more for the night. Vil, I don't know if you have a burning one. I did have one there, but if you have a burning one.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
If tomorrow morning you woke up and every single person knew every secret you ever kept. Like you woke up and your whole life was just public knowledge. All the secrets you ever kept in your life were out there. Everybody knew what you've done. Will your life change? Do you feel you would finally be free? Or would you be embarrassed? Would you think of not showing your face again in society?
I wouldn't be embarrassed. I just wouldn't care. I don't give a rat's ass. I just would not care.
So maybe because you do have no crazy secrets, but if you
maybe that too.
Say you've had several abortions, you poisoned somebody, you were very promiscuous, you stole a lot, you lied, you cheated, like they really had
well, yeah, that's
in your
true.
past, and everybody
Maybe
just
like if I had killed somebody or something like that, then I would have. But
or damn well the child you gave your husband is not your husband's child, or you're not your wife, or you have a child out there that somebody you don't know about, or
okay, well,
you secretly have HIV and you carrier and you give so many people AIDS, but you just don't give it up the virus. That's crazy secret.
These kind of secrets, then I guess I would have to go to the priest for confession. I honestly, these crazy secrets, I don't know what I would do.
Yeah, I don't know. You go out there and just everybody's like whispering in your face, like.
And like you see,
everybody knows everything about
remember
you.
when she was 13 and she was putting on weight? I tell you, it's the child she aborted.
Yes, she was pregnant. No,
imagine you in a prestigious job now, public service, and
yes, I think that would be grounds for a lot of people to commit suicide. Though.
Yeah.
Camilla said, if the man will have to stay with his best friend if he go on the trip without her. Leona said, well, you have a husband, but because I'm not in that stage yet, I want to go with my friends. Amen. Adela says, my secrets are everyday things, so I will be good. And Anne says, I think at this point I wouldn't care if I made peace with God after I murdered someone or had an abortion or I give someone AIDS. And she's not going to ask, no, she don't care. Well, I've done a lot of things that are not good in my life. A lot. I was not good. I was. You see when they say, "Oh, this girl is a bitch in my life," that's what.
And the bitch did not mean baby in total control of herself, right?
That's what it means. A beautiful woman in total control of herself. Right? But I have done so many things. And like imagine I'm writing a book and all of the things I've done are in there. I'm not ashamed of any of the things I've done. I've committed some crimes too. Not crimes they can put me in jail for, but I have done some bad things. And if it comes out, I don't care. I don't care. So that I would just be like, go ahead and talk. Nobody's perfect. Like I know I am perfectly imperfect and imperfectly perfect. I have not done anything too crazy. I did it. I'm like, oh goodness, I'm gonna be so ashamed if that came out.
Right.
I think one of the worst things I ever did was when my boyfriend cheated on me. I made sure I stayed with my best friend, my first cousin, and that's that's not a secret anymore. That gave me my first child. So I'm not ashamed of too many of the things I have done. So I can't. Now let's take our last comments from the audience, and it can be in any order. Bill, do you want to read what they're saying when I highlight for you?
Okay, no problem. Leona says, well, I don't care because my life is public. It is already exposed, so it is what it is. I will be fine because I don't have dark secrets. I would ask for forgiveness. Leona, again, the only thing now the world will know who I am seeing as they are dying to know who I truly well.
Okay.
Camilla says, I would be ashamed, but I wouldn't give a damn because I already Pamela. Joella says, I need your book, please.
Don't worry, it's coming, Joe. It's coming.
And Bissett says, LOL crimes.
I am. I'm a criminal. I'm a reformed criminal.
She was saying men truly love, but I figured that's what she was saying here instead of leave.
All right, guys. Well, we have actually stolen like 8 minutes past our time, but I think Watch Radio will be fine with that. I do want to say that tonight was really fun. It wasn't about you giving the right answers or the wrong answers. It wasn't about discovering who you were or discovering how life forces you to decide to make a decision. Sometimes, we just need those light moments where when we speak about, things, our answers surprises us. Sometimes they make us laugh. And sometimes you might hear answers from other people and you might say, oh, wow, I didn't think of that. Even responses from other people can change us. So sometimes when you realize like you have people out there who are perfectly unhinged or crazy or you're like, whoa, I didn't know that person was like that. It cannot help us to become a little lighter ourselves. So the comments tonight, the scenarios tonight, although they were light some of them were wild, I'm sure it kind of help you kind of like just take a little ease off your day, take a little stress out of your week and just kind of help you to relax and unwind. So I want you to thank you so much for being here with us, for coming if you're wine, for winding down, for helping us to laugh hard, for helping us to think deep, for anything that you taught us tonight. This was a beautiful night. And I did see that I had a few emojis. So if you're still on, please put up some more emojis for us. The more likes we get, the more the show helps us to grow. And the more we can come back and keep engaging you with conversations that you like. So please be generous with the likes and the emojis. I just want to remind you that life doesn't always ask you permission before handling you the most impossible choices. So even if we laugh today about what we were talking about, there are times in life, those circumstances or those situations, and you might be like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? I just want to assure you that sometimes the way you respond, even if it doesn't define you, it might help shape you into your future. And it helps you to either make the situation better or it can help to make it worse. So until next Wind Down Wednesday, which is the end of August, I want you to think about some of those situations and think about if you find yourself in these situations, what would you really do in a more serious kind of way? Viewers, is there any parting words you want to leave with our audience tonight?
No, it was really fun tonight. But like you said, sometimes life hands us lemons, and we just have to do lemonade. Sometimes it hands us lemons, and we have to do grapefruit juice. Whatever comes your way, just know that you got what it takes to deal with it, and we'll see you next time.
Okay, so thank you for sharing with us what you would do. We now know what most of you would do in certain situations, and you now know what we would do in certain situations. This
So,
is HushTalk. Thank you. Cheers. And
yeah,
until next Wednesday, stay sweet.
see you guys next week. Bye.